Welcome to the stream, everyone. For any first-time viewers, I'm your host Chris, and I'm your other host Chris. I'm the older twin, by the way. Welcome to Two Peas in a Pod, a podcast that talks about everything environmental. So Chris, what are we talking about today? You haven't told me. I'm glad you asked, actually. This topic is something I'm very passionate about. Excessive eating. What was that? Okay, anyways, we're talking about plastic pollution today. I'd rather talk about habitats. It's so much more interesting. I mean, plastic pollution does affect habitats. Anyways.
And you're an donated $10.
Thanks
What
for the
is
$10
plastic pollution?
first donation of the day. Thanks for asking, Yura. I was just getting to that. Plastic pollution is, pollution caused by plastic. Wow. Shocker. Don't get sarcastic with me, dude. Whatever. Okay, Mr. Mysterious. As I was saying, plastic pollution is pollution caused by plastic. It can be caused in many different ways. But since we are talking about coastal plastic pollution, we need to dive into how the pollution can be caused. There are multiple ways that plastic pollution can occur. A very obvious cause is casual littering. Any trash left on the streets and not put into bins can end up accumulating, causing the plastic to end up in different environments, affecting the animals and plants that exist there. Hang on, I read an article about landfill pollution. What's all that about? I thought we put plastic in landfill to stop pollution on the streets. Well, rubbish in bins that aren't being recycled are moved to landfill. However, landfill is not a viable solution for plastic pollution. Sure, for everyone who doesn't give it the time of day, it's fine. Out of sight, out of mind. Exactly. However, the thing about landfill is that so much of the plastic takes forever to degrade and decompose, which means so much of these plastics remain in landfill for years. Hundreds of kilometers of land get occupied and trees get cut down to make space. On top of that, all the plastic that gets left there can easily be blown or washed away to other environments and habitats. I never thought about that. So, all the trash we put in our bins still has a chance of making their way out into the environment? Precisely. Landfills do help to reduce the amount of pollution, but may in turn cause more. Wait, but how does the plastic end up in our ocean? Great question. Plastic from our streets and in landfills can easily be carried away to the ocean by what we call geographical processing. Yes, the old GPs. You know, most geographical processes affect habitats. We get it, dude, if you like habitats. Anyways, plastic can be carried away by the many different geographical processes, like runoff, which is where the earth cannot absorb water fast enough, causing excess water to run off. Get it? The earth's surface. The water can easily pick up plastics during the process and transport them through rivers or canals into the ocean. Interesting. Wind is also one process that leads to coastal pollution, since it eventually brings back about 80% of littered plastics in the ocean back to shorelines, where the plastics stay and degrade over the time. Yeah, since the plastic ends up in the ocean anyway. Oh yeah, what's up? Alright everyone, may we get a drum roll please, because today's special guest is here. Joining us from a voice call because he got sick after coming here from the UK, marine biologist, plastic pollution specialist, meteorologist, and Professor Stephen Grant.
Sorry I couldn't be there in person.
Professor Stephen Grant? Wow. I've read every single article you've wrote.
Every? That's a bit concerning, man. I've probably written
1,306 articles. They're all so fascinating, especially the ones on habitats. He has a bit of an obsession with you.
Interesting.
Now that you're here, Professor, I would like to ask you about the consequences and implications of plastic pollution in coastal regions.
What a brilliant question. There are many consequences to coastal regions because of the plastic pollution, whether that be habitat degradation, threats to marine life, and more.
Let's go one by one through the consequences you just listed, shall we? Starting with habitat degradation.
Alright, for example, let's take a coral reef. Due to the plastic pollution, let's imagine a heap of plastic accumulating in the coral reef. Large plastics can block sunlight to the reefs, where there are algae that use that sunlight in order to create food for some corals that need it. With the plastics blocking it, the coral reefs can't receive their food and nutrients, causing them to die.
So, in short, plastics help kill habitats by blocking nutrients and food to life.
In short, yes. What else did I mention?
I believe you said threats to marine life.
Ah, yes. Marine life can easily die from plastic. They're one of the reasons many use paper straws now. Marine life easily confuses plastics for food.
Like save the turtles. Oh yeah, turtles would confuse plastic bags with jellyfish and try to eat them.
Yes, that was and
Poor
still is a
turtles.
large cause for turtle deaths. Other items, such as discarded fishing nets or straws, can trap marine life and cause them horrible injuries, amputations, and even painful and slow deaths.
Adding on, if fish die, wouldn't locals who love to eat seafood be heavily affected?
Brilliant point. The fish dying would cause a shortage in the fish in the market. That can affect the economy. Along with that, if any fish were caught but had microplastics inside their system, any unsuspecting local could possibly eat that fish and have plastics in their body as well. This can cause public health warnings for food safety and even the closure of seafood shops. Actually, the other day I went out and I got some first-hand information for you. I do believe your production team has received the video I've sent.
Hey, can we get the video up on the screen, please?
On my way to meet with two friends, I decided to take a quick stop for some information. My name is Stephen Grant, and welcome to Terrigal Beach. Terrigal is a coastal town on the central coast in Australia. It has notoriously been consistently rated to have poor water quality. This article on the left of me, written on May 12th, 2026, way too much microplastics was found right here in Terrigal Lagoon. Even the New South Wales EPA rated Terrigal Lagoon an E, making this lagoon one of the worst coastal waterways for plastic pollution in the Central Coast region. An associate of mine knew a hotspot for littering, so into the bush we trek, stepping on glass shards and getting injured by finding so much pollution right there next to the beach. Let's go interview some locals.
My name is Professor Stephen Grant and I'm here with...
Ollie. John. Archer Wilding.
Danielle?
Have you ever littered before?
Unintentionally, yes.
What does that mean?
It means I've dropped something and forgot I dropped it and didn't realise I dropped it.
Try not to. Can't remember the last time I did.
Have you ever littered before?
I have, yeah.
Have you ever littered before?
I have not.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah,
Good.
we grew up in an era where it was a really big thing that you just didn't litter. It was, what did they call you? Litterbug? No, there was an ad. There was a whole ad about it when I was your age.
Oh, yeah.
So it was just not a done thing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What do you think? How much pollution of plastic and litter do you think is around the area?
Way too much.
It's not good. This is obviously our local beach with my family, and we always try and take some litter away whenever we see it on the beach.
I reckon around this area it's not too bad, but I reckon it's pretty bad in general, just everywhere. And I reckon we shouldn't litter, but I obviously have, so can't really be talking, but I reckon if we all just get more bins or something, I reckon that'd be good.
It's bad. We often walk along the beach here and we come back with a bag of plastic that's come out of the ocean that we take to the bin. You'll often see young people eating KFC and just leave their rubbish everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Okay, well, that adds on to my next question, which is, are there any ways that you think we can reduce plastic pollution?
By using the rubbish bins that are provided, and trying to avoid the single-use plastics at home.
Look, I think that people can do what we do and pick up rubbish when they see it for a start, but stop buying plastic water bottles. Stop buying anything plastic. The amount of people that I see put bananas in a plastic bag at the supermarket. The banana's already got a jacket. Doesn't need another jacket. So I think that we can all just make little changes every day that are easy. Buy a reusable water bottle and stop using plastic. Very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Lovely to meet you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Woo! Well, thank you very much.
No worries.
You heard it there, folks. From Ollie. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Alright, fuck. Just amazing. Great video, Professor.
Thanks, mate. I had to step on glass for that.
Professor, one of the reasons I called you today is because I wanted to talk to you about the article you published in 2021 about a certain plastic spill.
Oh, you talking about the Express Pearl spill in Sri Lanka?
Yes, exactly.
Where do I even begin? I mean, to this day, it's still affecting Sri Lanka.
Let's start from the beginning. You know, for everyone alive who doesn't know about the spill.
Yes, right. Well, if my memory is working, it occurred on the 20th of May. I think 2021. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Google agrees.
Cheers, mate. A boat by the name of the Express Pearl caught fire right off the coast of, I think it was Western Sri Lanka. It was on its way to Colombo, which is a city in Sri Lanka, from Hazira, India. It was originally thought to be an oil spill, but it was so much worse than that.
Your article says that it was a plastic oil chemical spill / fire.
I was getting to that, but yes.
What was being carried on the boat?
From what I can remember, the mass of plastic came from these things called nurdles.
Nurdles?
Nurdles are little plastic pellets, about 2 to 3 millimeters in size. Factories and such buy them in bulk and melt them down to create most plastic items. They make up all your plastic bags and bottles.
And how many of those were on the ship?
0 plastic bottles were on the ship, but according to this website, 1,680 tons of these nurdles were on the ship. How many nurdles were in the Express Pearl? Wow. So about 70 to 75,000 of these nurdles were on the ship. And hanging back to my article, these nurdles blanketed 750 kilometers of Sri Lanka's coastline. That's like what? 15,000 Olympic swimming pools long.
I'd imagine that's still heavily impacting Sri Lanka to this day.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, imagine all those 70-ish billion nurdles on the beaches. Nurdles are a very prominent cause of plastic pollution and a huge threat to marine life due to how small they are.
I mean, all the plastic in the water can be eaten by curious animals like
Yes,
fish.
correct.
And the nurdles that wash up on the shores can cause damage to coastal habitats and animals. And all the items from the spills, how did those affect Sri Lanka?
After the spill, large spikes of marine animal deaths were recorded. A lot due to the fire that ended up burning animals, leaving many carcasses in the water.
Those poor animals.
This was followed with the chemical poisoning of other animals and plastic ingestion in the water. Before this, Sri Lanka's coastal environment was already incredibly sensitive after the spill. All fish couldn't be eaten without being checked for contamination.
Not surprised me. I wouldn't want to eat a fish full of resin. That's like eating plastic.
This is a serious matter. Why are you making jokes?
Sorry, man. Continuing on.
To this day, Sri Lanka still has polluted waters. The sand has been chemically degraded and permeated from all the plastics and chemicals.
I can't even stop to think about how this would affect any coastal villages or towns.
There's so much everlasting damage on Sri Lanka from the spill. Their oceans and economies ruined.
What about seafood jobs?
Many people were so wary of eating fish due to their fear of eating plastic that yes, seafood shops were affected. Fishing was banned along the coast, which followed with the closure of many seafood shops.
Obviously, Sri Lanka is one of the worst cases of plastic pollution, so I think maybe we could compare it to the beach you went to. Crying baby versus hydrogen bomb.
It would be an unfair comparison, considering how terrible Sri Lanka has their plastic
Yeah,
pollution.
well, I meant more like about the management of the situation, and we can compare to how Terrigal reduced their plastic pollution compared to a much worse version of the situation.
I see. Brilliant idea, quite frankly.
Let me search it up. Let me search up how they helped in Sri Lanka. Right here, it says many United Nations environmental programming members assisted in a sort of disaster response run by the United Nations Office for Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs. And what did they do? Basically, they made sort of maps of the ocean floor that were government approved
in order to remove the sunken boat and any remnants like stray containers on the ocean floor.
I believe one of my associates mentioned that there was a team of scientists that were estimating environmental damage.
Yep, right. Here on the website, it says that there were 40 field experts and scientists who ran the task of estimating environmental damage caused.
What else did they do?
They still have things out in the water to this day watching the boat. I guess it wasn't removed and is still partly submerged in the water. It says that there's a ship that circles the boat every day to keep tabs on the oil leak.
What about unofficial non-government organizations?
I specifically remember something like the Pearl Protectors back then.
Professor Grant is right. There is an organization called the Pearl Protectors. Here it says that the Pearl Protectors are dedicated to the conservation and protection of the Sri Lankan coastal belt and marine life in all its forms. They do all sorts of campaigns and expeditions such as diving expeditions to clean the seabeds or coastal beach cleanups.
Seems like a lot of the community banded together in order to clean up the coast.
It's kind of admirable in a way, how so many different countries and governments group together to help the cause.
Yeah.
Alright, could you search up how plastic pollution is managed in Terrigal?
Yeah, one step ahead of you. Oh yeah, the statewide plastic ban.
Plastic ban?
Yeah, some single-use plastics have been fully banned in New South Wales.
Those would be plastic bags, straws, cutlery, plates and bowls that do not have lids, and styrofoam food containers.
Fascinating. It's very similar to the ban back in the UK.
Huh, I didn't know you guys had a ban.
Yes, it bans pretty much all the same items you listed.
That's pretty cool. There are a lot of community movements too, and things such as Clean Up Australia Day, or organizations like Take 3 for the Sea, they help to clean up as well.
So both regions have very similar sources of reduction. However, obviously the one with the worst situation has the more hardcore resources.
Professor, I have been wondering, what are some safe measures or changes that communities can make to prevent or reduce pollution?
Brilliant question. Locals living in the coastal regions can do their part and collect any plastics littered on their beaches and streets. They can also band together with groups or organizations, or even the government, to hold community cleanups. Along with that, using less plastics and more biodegradable materials, along with the fishing management to avoid discarded equipment, would help as well.
And that is time, Professor. I hope you recover in time to enjoy the Central Coast some more. As always, here's a sneak peek for next week's video. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Thanks, mate. I had to step on glass for that.
Professor, one of the reasons I called you today is because I wanted to talk to you.
Do you know about the ice wall theory?
What is that?
You're kidding, you don't?